Yeah.
But is this part of you entering like the witness protection program that you just got like a fancy new haircut so people won't recognize you?
Witness protection. Like I don't get it. Like I'm
They
live.
after you, man.
But who?
Listen, like the internet YouTubers, man, bro. They've been doing 5-hour live streams about
Well,
you,
that's
man.
the thing, man. Like I appreciate all the YouTube like commenters, trollers, haters, fake stalkers, fake ops, because that just keep everything going. As far as in the real world, I'm not beefing with nobody like that. You feel me?
Okay.
Like even me and Big U, our little beef. I mean, we know where each other reside at, and we stay in our own lane. He stay in his lane, I stay in my lane. So it ain't like, I'm looking for him and he looking for me.
But okay, is the sense on the streets that there's a ton of people mad at you about the recent Rico, or is the sense of like, oh no, the big bad boss man is gone, so now we can live our freedom?
That too. So the first part you said was, let's talk about it. So it was information that was leaked to the family of a deceased kid, right? And I guess the detectives or whoever told the family, do not tell this information to anybody.
Right.
Right. And that left the mother to Whack, to me, and the internet. So I got the information from the internet, the Whack and the mother, stuff like that, and I rehearsed it online on my channel and YouTube and everything else, right? So, people in the streets know I haven't spoken on anything that's not already out there. But the haters, the 600 haters and Whack 100 haters, man, y'all talk about an open case. What y'all trying to get him in jail? I don't have no information on the case. But what the feds released to the family, that was online. That's all we got.
I don't see how anyone could really call serious question into it, because, I mean, think about when King Von got killed. Academics on stream an hour later, breaking the whole thing down, watching the video over and over, pinpointing exactly what was going on. What you did is really not anything different than what you would have done, what I would be totally comfortable doing. The only difference is that you were just very, very early. You got in to discussing it at a point where everybody thought it sounded kind of crazy. Big, you got a murder charge coming, whatever. Like, it was so mind-blowing to people. You deserve credit, I think. And the only reason you're getting shit for it, though, is because you actually come from a street background.
That's the biggest difference. That's the difference.
Do you consider yourself an active member?
Active? No.
Because that's the only question. If a nigga consider himself an active member, I think that all that shit crazy.
Right.
Being on camera, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga not an active member, then what can we say?
A lot of street members don't like talking about open cases, period, right? No matter if it's public information or not. And it's a weird rule, but it's a lot of like knocks to the actual rules of the streets. So if you look at it, it was two reasons why we put that out there. Number one, dude got to get exposed, because these guys have things going on and play a position and get certain things and benefits or whatever they're doing and not be exposed and fooling people. That's number one. Number two, it's public information.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And actually number three, we had to put that out there as still street dudes or acquaintances to street people that, bro, listen, they got information on you. They told their family they're coming to get you between these dates. Go get a good lawyer.
Wait, though.
You don't feel like you should let the streets handle that?
Nah.
Hold on. You see how they came and got it? Now, if we got this information,
we got the work.
If we got the information and we didn't tell Big U, that's cooperating with the law enforcement, because they said do not tell nobody. Dude might get a lawyer, get little, and run.
Yeah, and it's actually in the RICO or in the charges that dropped today. They actually specifically mentioned the fact that Big U recorded the video before he actually turned himself in, where he basically told everybody not to cooperate with the cops, with anybody, which is very notable. Like, that's something your lawyer wouldn't have told you to say, because to you it might make perfect sense. Like, you're going to tell your homies, like, don't mess with them or whatever, but then that starts to look like a very serious crime when you view it through the eyes of the law.
No, but here's the difference, though, between what, let's say, me and academics would do and what, again, I support y'all doing y'all shit, right? But there's a difference, okay? So Wack did say here that he purposely played the audio clip of the mom telling him that Big U would be arrested on this day. Because he wanted to give 600 plausible deniability to talk about it publicly. That's one. Two is this. Yo, again, if you wanted to reach him publicly, privately, if the goal was, yo, we want to warn you, yo, like, y'all are members, right? Like, y'all could have reached them privately, but I do feel like it was more so towards we trying to expose this nigga for being this. Because if the real goal was, hey, bro, we trying to warn you.
You would call him.
You would just reach him privately.
Oh no, he did that off the record. Like he.
But then why posted it?
No,
Right,
no,
that was
no.
all
That,
he
no,
do
no.
if he needs to be aware.
Before it went online, we know about it.
Okay.
Before it went online, and I even spoke about online. He already was reaching out, and he backed that and showed the screenshots of the timestamp of him texting his wife, like, "Hey, listen, they got this, that, and the other." This like March 2nd, March 3rd.
Sure, of course.
So he was already reaching out to them directly, like, "Listen, this is what they got. I'm give you for a warning."
Of course.
My job, I got to expose, dude.
Got you.
And you know what? He really put a black eye in the game for guys coming home rehabilitated, coming home from prison, changing their life, and giving back to the community. Because now they're gonna look at guys different. Like, hold on.
That's where you're right at.
You know, we put Big U in this position with nonprofit organizations, things for the youth, things for the kids, giving back jobs, giving back. And this guy has a murder charge, Rico charge, stuff like that. So a lot of guys are going to be looking crazy like, man, I'm not like Big U. I already rehabilitated.
Because you're saying it's a black guy on prison
There's
reform.
a lot of dudes I know who are like former street dudes or current street dudes, and they got a nonprofit, and they're still in the hood. And for sure, I always thought that they were probably scams. But now I look at the Big U thing, and I'm like, aha, I knew it. Now I'll never call them out.
Yeah.
I hope they get away with it forever. But
it's scams.
For sure, like that seems like if you know someone who really got that scammer criminal mind state, that shit is not just gonna go away once you get a charity going. Like if you don't understand the risks of taking money straight out of your charity and just putting it into your bank account, which is probably like the dumbest thing that you could possibly do. If you really wanted to embezzle it, you would probably do something a little bit more artful, where you pretended to buy a bunch of stuff and sell it to another company you want. Whatever. There's all kinds of stuff you could probably do that I wouldn't really necessarily think of that Big U probably could have done if he really wanted to embezzle all this money that would have taken significantly more work, but he didn't do any of that.
$42 million. Again, the city of Los Angeles allocated $42 million to the GRID program. The majority of that went directly into the hands of gang leaders. So I'm saying at some point, us as people of LA, we have to say, okay, there's a huge issue with this. That tens of millions of dollars is going into the hands of gang leaders, and we're just sitting back like, hey, yeah, okay, that's a good use of our tax dollars.
We should tell Doge.
Oh, that's true. Elon, hey, Elon, bro, tap in.
It's not federal, but
I disagree because you gotta realize too, though, that I think you're right because there's always going to be an abuse of power with shit like that in certain cases. But I always say, bro, niggas who really outside and niggas who really gangbang, the only people they gonna listen to is a nigga who really gangbang.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
They're not listening to nobody else.
That's true.
If a nigga not really outside, because the first thing they think is you ain't stepped in the shoes I've been, you a civilian, you gotta be from there, you know what I'm saying, a little older with some respect for them niggas to listen to you. So it's like, who else do you give the money to if you gonna rehabilitate these niggas?
Yeah,
who else do you give it to?
100%. Michelle Pfeiffer in Dangerous Minds.
Like,
is
who else?
Save the youth.
It's kind of hard. Who else you give it to?
My bad. It just goes back to what we just said about, like, it makes you question everything now. You know, it makes you question all this stuff because he had the opportunity to change things and set a good example, but now he put a black guy in it. So it's like, I don't know.